Other in sport, as both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Fielded in the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. 30. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Good start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big win early.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
To kick off.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
They run it with Carson. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson.
That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Dylan Cantrell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT, and they take the lead here at 7-6.
Michael Dixon to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jordan Brooks. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. They'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. These two rivals played two of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to go down again. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. He's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Wilson. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And down he'll go at the 25. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Now, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, Dee Ford that time, getting the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway as the season winds down and you look at them in totality. You know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. He's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Gurley again here on first down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Javon Hargrave has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by D.J. Reed. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 38-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down.
Play action. It's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. To throw again is Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And it's caught.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Score Seahawks 14, 49ers 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers move back within a couple of the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First down, Seahawks.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
At their own 15-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He was trying to get it to George Kittle as tight end. And that'll bring up second down. And right back to Kittle. This time he's got it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 on the Seahawks' 47-yard line.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
36-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Niners 19, Seahawks 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Final play of the half. It's Wilson going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Wilson. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Dee Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He'll get this one to Patrick. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Now Wilson on first down. Steps away. And he's going to keep it here. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Let's go. Chris Carson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And taken right on the 30. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He gives it off to Carson, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Third and long. It's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught at the 20. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ. On first down, Carson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6 at the Niners' 17-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. run again with Carson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Seahawks 27, 49ers 19. Michael.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Trey Flowers picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. This is Carson. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 14. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And this.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
18-yard line.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
At the 32-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. The Niners on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on third and inches. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man is Samuel, complete. Touchdown, 49ers! Deebo Samuel with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it's going to be second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Seattle.
Now Wilson. Open man is Cantrell. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 43. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 42 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
At the 46-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there, this one good for 18. That is caught at the 7. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Wilson, after the play fake to Carson, rolling to his right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This will be caught at about the 5. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And they take a knee.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
What is this?
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Now it's Carson. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
On second down now, it's Carson, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a third and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So the face mask moves them closer, and now first and goal. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.